Welcome back to Jessica's Craft Time. Today we are working on our holiday times project. I've still been playing with my light a little bit, so hopefully it's not too bad. I've got a new setup with my desk. I've got a new desk, but I'm still going to be working on this mat just so that I can not get glue all over my new desk. So hopefully there's not too much of a glare from the light. I know there's a little bit, but hopefully we can work with what we've got. I'm just going to glare on the picture. So today we're working on our piano and our piano stool. Woohoo! So like I did in the last episode, I've prepped everything just so you're not sitting here waiting for me to cut things out. So let's get started on our piano stool. So what I did, this one here is, it says stick your piano stool template onto some cardboard. So I actually just cut out the whole template for the piano, for the cardboard, and stuck it straight onto the cardboard, and as I need the things I will cut it out. So I've cut out the piano stool, so I know that's nice and stuck on there. And then we're just going to stick, I probably stuck it on the wrong side too because I've stuck it on the side with the white, but whatever. We're just going to stick some, they call it non-woven on the board, but it's just felt, just some felt, some white felt, and the felt in there just gives the cushion a little bit of padding. So I'm just going to use my tacky glue, my trusty toothpick, and stick that on. Then we want to wrap the paperboard with the non-woven. So I cut out the template for the piano cushion roughly, and then I roughly cut out the fabric. I figured it's probably better to cut it out a bit bigger. I can always trim it down. I wasn't going to cut it right down to that size. So I'm just going to put some glue on our non-woven. This is just going to hold it in place while we, it doesn't really matter. There's not really a right and wrong. And then I'm going to find my scissors, and we're going to trim as the photo shows. So we're just going to trim off the corners. This is just going to give us, be able to let us turn it around the corners. I found you get lots of scraps with this, so it's always handy to have a little bin nearby. I have a little collapsible, it's actually a Stampin' Up collapsible fabric bin that hangs on my desk. Oh, I think I cut that way too far then. And I love it because it's right next to me and I can just drop things into it. Mind you, in saying that, I miss half the time, and you should see my floor. I thought about wearing, I got a new desk, which I would have had for a bit by the time that this one goes up, but I thought about putting a rug. I'm just going to grab my tacky glue and just spread it over the back here. We're going to have to add extra as we put each layer down, but that's okay. I thought about putting a rug under me. I have like a little doormat, like a fabric doormat. Oh, that's a lot of glue I just put out then, under my feet. And I thought about putting a rug under my desk area, and then I'm like, what are you doing, woman? You drop so much stuff on the floor. If you put a rug under there, it's just going to be filled with bits of paper and bits of fabric and bits of thread. So I decided we're just going to leave it the bare concrete floor underneath me. No one sees it but me, and it's going to make cleaning up just that little bit easier. I'm very much into, if it's to make it easier to clean, I don't want to spend all my time on my hands and knees picking threads out of a carpet. I do have a little offcut of a carpet sitting next to me on the floor, which my son sometimes comes out and plays on while I'm doing things out here. I'm just going to trim these corners. I've made them a little bit, yeah, I did cut that one too far. Okay, it's going to be a rustic piano stool. So now we stick this to the bit of wood. I'm loving this toothpick. It's like my favorite. And what have I not done? I haven't got my baby wipe out again. Let me just grab that. Because you know what I'm like, I get glue all over my fingers. Okay. Right. And I don't really want glue all over my clothes. Now, we just need to stick the stool sides on. So I might flip it over. I don't think that's really going to change much. There's no, I don't want any weight on the little legs until they dry. Okay, so there's our little piano stool. We'll set that aside. So next we're going to be making the frame that sits, we don't need that anymore, that sits on top of the piano. So I did the same as I did last time. I just roughly cut the cardboard. Where's the rest of my frame stuff? Oh no. I knocked all these trays before and I've lost my picture. Oh, here it is. Phew. There's my picture. Okay. Sorry, I thought I'd lost everything. So I've just roughly cut, yet again, these were stuck onto the cardboard. So I've roughly cut them out and that's our frame. So we're going to stick them together because this time we need to cut the center out and stick this one behind. So I don't need that much glue. I'm just going to, these ones I'm just going to use, yeah, let's just use a tacky glue. Why not? Straight over. You sort of need to focus on the edges here because you're going to be cutting the middle out. Doesn't matter if they don't perfectly line up. So I might just set that aside for just a minute to give it a second to, what's the word? Just dry a little bit, and we'll make the back stand. So all I did was I took my pointy tweezers and just did like a little score along here to make it easier to fold. And we'll get our tape out for this one. I might use the score lines on the inside. I'll just get a little bit of tape. Don't forget to always use different scissors for your sticky tape. I need to get myself, I've seen all like people that have the beaded, sorry that was probably really loud, the beaded bits on their scissors. I really want some beaded danglies on my scissors, a bit nicer than a little bit of coloured duct tape. So all we're doing is just sticking that down, and that's going to be our little stand for the frame. Okay, just going to grab my cutting mat. So now I might cut the outside after I cut the inside. I'll cut the inside first just so I've got something to hold on to, because if I cut the outside and then the inside it's going to be very little. But I hate craft knives. Actually, this one's probably, let me see if I've got a new blade. I think it's been a while since I changed the blades in it. Let's put a new blade in there. So we've got a nice sharp blade. Did I only get one blade out then? Yeah. Now make sure you dispose of your blades safely. I will find some cardboard and wrap that blade up in some cardboard before I put it in the bin. So we'll just put it to the side for now. there's definitely going to be one video I cut my finger. Hopefully I don't pass out when I do it. But it's bound to happen. I held off getting one of these blades for so long. It's not going to be the most elegant. My background to where I started yet. Surely I am. Oh, my son was out here. He's got one of those electric cars. And it's got this radio on it. And it's got the most stupid this song in it. And now I can't stop. He tried to park it under my desk. He's like, Mummy, I'm going to park it here. I'm like, no, you're not. Because now I can't sit there. There you go. That's the best I can do. Now I've got that damn song in my head. And it just goes din 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 din. I'm not going to be able to cut this perfect. So what I might do is just as round as I can. Because it's got lots of little indents. I suppose if you're a perfectionist, you could sit there and try and cut all those little indents out. I'm not. If you want perfection, I'm not the page for you. There you go. So now we need to put some glue on the back. So we're out yesterday and hubby was going to find me some a mic. Apparently I'm getting a mic for Christmas. So hopefully the sound will be a little bit clearer for you guys. Because today it's raining, so I don't know how the sound is for you guys. Hopefully it's not too loud. It sounds like it's died off a little bit and it's just the sound of the creek I can hear at the moment. But being in a garage, it's probably a little bit echoing. There you go. There's our little picture frame for the top of the piano. We've got a couple more, another little decoration to make. So this one's just like a, where does it go? It just sits on top of the piano. So just going to put a little bit of glue on there. This creates the border. I didn't even check to see if it gave us a big enough border. Oh, that's close enough too. There you go. Come on, focus properly. And then on that we have to, you have to tie around, I don't know how I'm going to do this, around a little bit of the green. Actually, let me see if I've got a longer bit of this. This is just a little bit of thread off this cloth here. Let me see if I've got a longer piece. Yeah, that might work a bit better. Okay. So we've got to tie around that little green plant. So I'm going to do a knot. And then somehow pick this up. I need 3 hands. Okay, I think I got it round. I'm just going to do a double knot. Definitely use the longest strand. That little one I would have never been able to do. Not with my big fingers. Okay, perfect. So I don't need that little bit. I'm just going to cut, maybe not, cut. And then we're going to stick beads to it, but I think I'll do that once it's down. Okay, so this just goes on top of it. I'm just going to drop it in the glue. And then, oh, there was meant to be 3 little red beads. I did knock this over before. I'll get another little red bead out. I don't think I'll run out of red beads. There's a few of them. And we only need 3. So, oh look, one just dropped out already. Put a tiny little bit of glue on it. And stick it on. Okay, let's get the other 3. The other 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So our decorations are almost done. This might be a quicker one today. Okay. So let's try and pick that up. Oh, I stuck to my finger. And set that aside to dry. Now we're up to our piano. Right, we need to get this board here and our piano. I might use the Tombow glue this time. Those little ones, I don't think you'll really see much bubbling if they do. Oh, hang on, I have to tap this. I should get my new one out. But I know that it's not going to bubble with this, and this is going to pour out everywhere. I've put way too much on. Oh, it doesn't cover the whole piano. Damn it. Okay, now I've got myself in trouble. Come on. Come on. Oh, I needed to get my new one out. Okay. Let's just take some of that from there. I don't really want the glue on the top because this glue doesn't... This glue is... Oh, I should have scored it. Should have scored it. This glue's got a really good stick, but it always stays tapped. Oh no! No, 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 no. Not a good call. It's stuck to my finger. Damn it, I just ripped my piano keys. Okay. I'm going to try and stick that back on there. I've got it all over my fingers. Not a good call for that glue today. Bad move, bad move. Okay, let me try and get this sticky off my fingers before I even attempt to fix that. I don't know. My piano is going to be dodgy. I'm going to have broken keys. Okay. Maybe any bubbling would have been worth it. Okay, make sure you score that little bit that's got to fold down before you put it on. Oh, well, hopefully you guys will know, but looking at it, hopefully you won't notice it. Luckily, that might just be... Oh, there's the top bit that goes over it, so you may not see that broken bit. My keys are sticky now. Damn it. Okay. Now our legs. Okay. I'm going to dip this in to my glue. And where does this need to go? It's got to go there, I think. One on both sides. I should have started with the piano because I reckon we're going to have to let things sit. Is that going to keep moving? Yeah. Okay, that's got another piece to go across the top. Maybe we can get that in. Do you reckon it sits right? Oh no, it sits inside as well. Okay. Let's try and get that piece in too. I don't know what's harder, building miniature furniture or building real furniture. kind of want to put this on a plastic tray so it doesn't really stick to my paper. Alright, just going to try and get that to go straight. Alright, let's set that aside. My fingers are still sticky. Let's try and build it. Now, yeah, this kit's definitely different to the other ones I've worked on. The wood is nowhere near as thick. Okay, do you reckon that goes on the inside? Yeah, the wood's nowhere near as thick. It's quite thin. Some bits are thicker. Oh, why is that not? Maybe this has got two sides. Yes. Okay, this is not square. It is rectangle. Make sure you have it on the right side. Hopefully that's enough. My fingers are still kind of sticky. Alright. Now we're going to put a roof on that. Is it going to... It's meant to overlap at the front a little bit. Okay, I think that's enough. How am I going to do that? Okay, today is not the day for me and glue. There you go. Okay, I can lay it back down on its back. There you go. That's the way to do it. Lay it on its back. Okay, that's done. Now we have to glue the legs to it. Am I being risky doing it now, or should I wait for it to dry? Okay. Let's glue the legs to it. How tall are the legs? Why have I got fluff on my toothpick? Because today is the day to get glue everywhere. Why not? That's fun. Okay, legs are on. Why do they look uneven to me? Maybe it's just me. Okay, the top's on, the legs are on. And I've put way too much glue in there. Oh, don't push on it because you're gonna... Okay, don't push, don't push. So now we can put our book in that sits on top, and we can probably put our feet on. So the book is just a little bit of paper that's cut out, and it's meant to sit. I'm just sort of folding it so it's, and that sits on the shelf. So, well, I probably shouldn't say book. It would be music. Sheet music. That's the word. There you go. That goes on there. Now we've got to have little piano feet. I haven't cut these out individually. I thought I'd just leave them as one piece. Thought it might be a bit easier to flip over. Stay there. Just, there's a tiny little faint line here. I'm just going to score it. I thought it would be easier to stick them on just as one, because they only go on by that little tiny flap there. Okay, the feet can go on. That. Oh, I've got to put beads on the bottom. So I thought I'd use the E6000 glue, because I feel that's just a little bit better when you're sticking beads on. Or things that are actually not... I'm going to so flip one of these. Things that are not wood or paper. So, oh damn it, This is why I've got my mat underneath. Because I can't hold a bead. Far out. Can't even put that glue side down. Try again. This is so going to be glued to my instruction sheets. This one I think I might have to hold. Is it going to roll? Is it going to roll on me? Okay, I have got myself in a total mess today. Okay, stay. Don't roll. Stay. Stay, stay, stay. Okay, that one's not glued on. I think it's gluing to the tweezers. Yeah, definitely gluing to the tweezers. Come on, come off the tweezers. Don't glue to my finger. Today's been a mess. Oh, you just have to laugh about it. Because I've even bent this in. Okay, maybe that'll work. So much for keeping my desk clean. It's not going to happen, is it? Alright, that's on. Now, we just need to put some lace. Now, this is a little bit longer than what it said, but if we have to use it for something else, I'll find something else. It's only longer by about 1 centimeter. I'm like, that's going to be enough. I'm not cutting it down by 1. I'll just make it longer on the piano. So this has to go along the top. Where do I hold it? And I'm hoping the gluing down, it's quite, I've just stuck my fingers in the E6000 glue, I think. Today is not my day. Oh man. Okay, I'm hoping gluing it down takes the ridges out of it. Because I really don't want to go and get the iron out just to iron one little bit of cloth. Yeah, that's too long. I'm going to have to trim them down. Okay, I need a new toothpick. I need a new something. The other one's covered. It's like covered. Alright, I'm going to have to glue the sides down or else they're just going to sit flappy up. And we don't want flappy up. Let's see if this works. I don't know where to touch. Okay. Alright. Get this side here. And then I think I'll wait until it's dry and I might just trim, I think mainly this side off. Yeah, actually, can I get in and trim it now? It's a little bit wobbly, but okay. So, there's our piano. There's our stool. And our little bits and pieces. Those bits go on top of the piano. With the way that glue's going for me today, I'm not touching it until this is dry. So like I normally do, I will, once it's dry, I will come back out and I will put the items on the top and I'll take a photo and show you. But let's just move these to the side. Let's see what else we've finished. We've finished our fireplace. with our little basket of goodies at the top. Come on, camera. And our little fireplace, which turned out great. The bead's probably not in the best spot, but... And we've got our little buffet. I love the little candle up there. I think it's so cute. Come on. Is it going to focus? Come on. Come on. It's going to focus the best it can. So that's what we've done. We've done the piano. So next time we've got the drop light. And then we start making the couch. And then from there, I think it's really just decorations. I love the turkey. We've got some decorations, some curtains, and start putting it together. So thank you very much for watching. I need to leave this open because it's got glue on it and it's going to glue my pages together. Thank you very much for watching. This is what we've done so far. And I'll take a photo of the finished product once it's all nice and dry and together. So thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, please think about giving me a thumbs up and hitting the subscription button below. I'll see you all in my next video.